What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Cookie DAO today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. I'm committed to making a video about Cookie DAO every single day until we have resolution, okay? Until we have resolution. What does that mean? Well, until we break out of this range one way or the other. I'm committed, right? And then I will still probably talk about it a good bit of the time, just maybe not every single day. We got listed on Coinbase here. Hold on, guys. We got listed on Coinbase here, and we have, if you guys hear that, that's my daughter. She's 2. She's singing. She's just having fun. We got listed on Coinbase. Generally speaking, whenever you sell or whenever you do get listed on a big exchange like Coinbase or Binance, that does promote a lot of selling pressure. But lately, I have noticed that there's a lot of cryptos that have been getting listed on Coinbase that seem to pump afterwards, right? They might have 20% or even 40% drops along the way. And let's see, from a high to a low, how much have we dropped? We have dropped about 30%, so that's right in that range. This is not normally what you see with a Coinbase listing. You either see a move up that goes up like hundreds of percents and then you crash down, or you do just get an immediate kind of crash down. So we're getting a little bit of turbulence. We're definitely finding support and resistance, right? We're going up, we're going down. We're trying to figure out what direction we're going. And at this point in time, I am taking a rather bullish stance on the markets. I think that my overall sentiment has flipped bullish. With that being said, we absolutely could go lower. I would say I'm like 60-40. I'm not completely confident that we move up yet. We could still go lower. And if we go lower, I think the average coin would see a 20 to 30% drop across the space. If we were to drop 20 to 30% here, hold on, let's see. A 20 to 30% drop would be something on the lines of like a 12.4 cent to a 10.5 cent price, and we very well could go even below there. But 10 cents is a nice psychological area for support. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we found support there, somewhere kind of in the midst of this last consolidation phase as well. We are still at this prior area of resistance, finding support on both, right? Resistance right there, finding support. This is a setup of sorts for a double bottom, okay? Just because we got listed on Coinbase doesn't mean we have to go down. Inevitably, I would expect we go down, but I would also think, and if people think I'm in denial with that, let's just look at Toshi, for example, right? Toshi, USD, on Coinbase, shout out to the Toshi gang. On Coinbase, it pumped really hard for its first like 4 days, right? It pumped really hard, 610%. If we look at, I don't know, what about, did Pepe get on Coinbase? Yeah, I think it did. Pepe, not a good example, but it didn't dump immediately, right? You did see from a low, you did see a pump that was 64% to the upside, right? And there were signs, not just on this chart, but on other charts that you were likely going to go lower. I don't know. Are there other coins? I can't think of any other coins right now off the top of my head. B3 is a good one, right? B3 could be one. But this one, again, it pumped rather immediately, right? A lot, and then it dropped, right? That was like a 300% growth or a 400% growth. What was that? 345% growth. So I'm not saying that we have to dump from here. We could see growth, but oftentimes whenever you do list on Coinbase and you see growth, it's kind of uninterrupted. So I am curious to see what happens here. Perhaps the selling pressure for Coinbase isn't going to be as much as we originally thought. Perhaps it's going to be exactly what we originally thought. And if it is, oftentimes after you get listed on Coinbase, from the high to the low, you would drop an overall, on average, 65% is what we would expect to see. And that could promote a price all the way down at 7 cents, you guys. I'm not saying that has to happen, but let's just see if anything else would agree. I'm talking about the negative stuff because I don't want people to just think we're looking for the skies, okay? That would be right in the heart of our golden zone, the golden ratio, 618 to the 6.9, right in the middle of it, right there. That would be about the average drop that we see for a coin that gets listed on Coinbase from its high to its low after listing, okay? Whether it gets listed and it drops immediately, whether it gets listed and it pumps hundreds of percents, there's always a significant drop that happens within like the first 2 to 6 weeks, if not immediately, once you get listed on Coinbase or Binance, right? You see a significant drop of this magnitude. And it's very possible. It's something that really could happen. If Cookie DAO goes down this low, I fully expect that I will be, not expect, I am going to buy. I'm going to buy more down here, right? I'm not selling any. I'm not selling any at all, because if I did and I miss out on the pump, I'm going to be upset. If I have to endure this dump for the inevitable pump and I just have to buy more, I'm okay with that, man, because at the end of the day, let's talk about the upside now. We're ready for the upside. At the end of the day, I'm fully expecting that Cookie DAO does continue to grow. And I'm not going to take this high to low because we don't have confirmation that this is the low yet. We need more before we can confirm that. I'm starting to get hopeful. I have a hard time seeing a coin like Cookie DAO going down while the rest of the market's going up. I have a hard time seeing that. And also, generally speaking, whenever a coin gets listed on Coinbase, they do sell off, generally, but not always. Sometimes coins do move sideways. They're kind of weird, and they do pump. Sometimes they don't have this dramatic sell-off. It happens like less than 5% of the time, but it's not 100% guaranteed. And even though it's a 5% likelihood or a 5% chance, it's still a chance, man. Like Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber, you're saying I got a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. I think it's so you're saying I got a chance. From a high to a low, and we do have a chance. We do have a chance to not go down. This could be that one in like 100 coins or one in like 80 coins that does not drop as significantly as some of these other ones do. From a high to a low, going up to the 1618 here, down to the 1272, and then showing support down here at the 886 to 786 area, right, like this. This is actually pretty common, pretty damn common a lot, right? Oftentimes you do interact with this kind of extension. You do interact with the 786, but you got pretty close to the golden ratio. I don't have a problem with you finding support in this area, right? Overall, you looked very positive in a structural standpoint. You're finding support at a previous area of resistance here, your previous all-time high listing area, and your all-time high here. It's good from a structural standpoint as long as we hold this. Again, if we go below, we're not going to go like a little bit below. We'll probably, I mean, from 15 cents here, we would drop to like 10 cents or 7 cents, right? Something like that would come to our expectations. From a high to a low here, going up to this high, coming back down, I would expect when it does come time to move up, the minimum target would be at $1.74. $1.74. We're at 15.2 cents now, my friends. 15.2 cents now. That implies that Cookie is due for a 11x or more move. Why would I sell it here? Why? Why would you sell it here? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Because you think it's going to go down? Okay, maybe it does. Maybe our worst dreams are realized. Maybe it goes lower, right? Maybe it does that. But in time, it's going to recover. In time, these targets and beyond will be hit. Why would I sell when I could just buy more and wait for the inevitable? Nothing's inevitable. Nothing's guaranteed, but I see this thing having a lot of potential. I see it growing to multi-billions of dollars in market cap valuation by the end of this cycle, and it's only at, let's see, right now, it's only at a $68 million market cap now with decent volume, sustainable volume here. Just to put it in perspective, to get to a 100x, you'd have to see a $6.8 billion market cap, and that's not given. Not every coin that's at $68 million deserves $100 billion or a $1 billion market cap or 100x. Not every coin does see that. But the coins that do see a 100x, that do see a multi-100x or even 1,000x overall in their cycles from their low to highs, they start off at these low market caps. And they have narratives going for them, bullish narratives going for them, like Cookie Dow does, right? From here, again, I don't think we'll see a 1,000x from this price. We could, it's possible, but to do that, you'd have to get to a $69 billion market cap, right? And I don't, and I think there are some token unlocks maybe that come along. I'm not 100% sure. I have to look at that again. I know a lot of the tokens that are locked, they get unlocked toward the end of this cycle, toward the end of this year, and going into the bear cycle probably in 2026. But there might be some that are unlocked still, I forget, on like a monthly basis or something like that, but not like a significant amount. It's not going to hurt the price. There's inflation, I think, and if not, maybe they are just all locked up. I got to check because I forget. And you should check too. If you're going to invest in this coin, you should check. But all semantics aside, the minimum target area, the genuine minimum target area is $1.74. Okay, I was thinking that we could stop at $1 or so if this performed how I was thinking it's going to perform, but it's not. Now that we're consolidating, we've had more time to accumulate here, and we might run with the rest of the markets if the markets run up. I think that you could see an 11x at a minimum and potentially even go all the way up to your 2272 and see something that's crazy like a 27x overall, right? If that sounds crazy and you're like, we can't do that, there's no way, that's impossible. Well, we did see a 41x here, and actually I think from the actual low it was a 42x, right? So a 27x, 28x is not that crazy after all, my friends. It actually could happen. And beyond all that, right, if we take a high here to a low there, that is right at this 1886 here, and that would be above the golden ratio, right? We did not go above I thought it was at the golden ratio. So if it seemed like I was about to make a point and then that point trailed off, it kind of did. I thought that this was the golden ratio up here. But we did stop right below this golden ratio. So maybe if you can't get on board with that, maybe we stop at this golden ratio here or just below it right there. Something on the lines of a, if not an 11x, maybe a 17x, a 15x could be on the table. Certainly, we could grow higher. We could grow more than that. But I wouldn't be surprised. My expectation would be that we do stop somewhere around $1.74 to $4.20. I'm going to lean more on the side of something around $2 rather than $4.20. But in time, inevitably, we will go higher. Yes, I do think that we'll go higher. 100x expectations absolutely are on the table. Multi 100x expectations are absolutely on the table. It just depends on how we perform with this next move up. If it's what I'm thinking it's going to be, if we don't stop at anything less than $1.74, if we do get up to $4.20, then yes, this thing will be worth tens of billions of dollars by the end of the cycle. At least I would assume it would. We'll see how it goes. I'll hold your hand with this until we break out of this range. Until we get resolution, we'll be talking about it every day. And I'll tell you what, if we break out to the upside and we're being bullish, I'll definitely be talking about it every day. But that's all I got for you guys for now. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. And hey, the camera's working on this video, so that's great. Bye-bye.